Hi everyone. I'm in the middle of doing laundry, so I'm really hoping that you don't hear dinging and all that kind of stuff in the middle of all this. I'm going to try to get this done before I have to go fold clothes from the dryer. A couple people asked me about a couple of the wigs that I've had on recently, and so I thought I would just come on and do sort of a, I don't know if you call it a review, but um, talk about at least one of them. This particular wig is by a company called Freetress, and it's their Equal line, and it is called a whole lace, 100% hand tied, and it is synthetic. And the model of the actual unit then is diamond, and the color of it is 4. That's the end of the box that it comes in. I never get this correct. And that's what the front of the box looks like. This is what the back side of the box looks like. And I really sort of like this. I mean, it's the hair is a little heavier than my natural hair, but it's very soft, it's got a lot of movement to it. It has some styling options. One of the things that I think is pretty nice about this particular wig is that it says, now I have not tried to do this yet, but it says that it is safe to use a curling iron, and so I would also assume a flat iron, up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit on this, even though it is synthetic. So that means that it has more, even more styling options than would be apparent just to look at it. What I like about this kind of wig, and the first wig I got, the short one that you all have seen, was really sort of a more standard sort of wig. It did have in the crown of it some fabric underneath that made it so that you could part your hair and actually see a part line, which I think makes it look a little bit more natural. But across the front of it, it was very much a typical wig in that it was, fabric across the front, just like it's fabric down the side and in the back. What makes these kind of units, and apparently people that are really into wigs don't really refer to them all the time as wigs, they refer to them as units. I don't know, but I've learned a lot watching some YouTube videos and reading some bulletin board discussion groups, and that seems to be the terminology. So what I really like about this kind of unit is, and I don't know if you can see, let me get this up here. If you can see, there is not elastic in the, so sorry, in the very front. What is in the very front is actually fabric. Now it's referred to as lace, but I wouldn't call it, lace as most of us typically think of lace on a dress or a blouse. But it is fabric, and I'll try to show you a little bit here. Push my bangs back. It is, you really can't see. Let's see if I can get closer. I hope you can see that right in here, this is actually fabric, and each one of the little hairs on here is actually like hand applied, and the hand knotted is what they call it. And actually, I think it's probably something like a crochet hook type. I can't get my bangs back. A crochet hook type device where the hair is actually placed down under, through the weave of the fabric, and then somehow knotted and pulled back through. I think it's something along those lines. So it makes your hairline look really pretty natural. And it allows people, I am a person that really kind of prefers a light bang. Even, when I had plenty of my own hair, I typically wore some sort of bang. And I was never a fan of the swoop bang. I think it looks lovely on other people. It just kind of gets on my nerves. So I had my hairstylist kind of work on cutting my, well, I cut the bangs myself at first, but I made sure to cut them really long because I knew from having cut my own hair in a fit of pique, I knew that my hairstylist would be very distressed to think that she was going to try to fix something that I had just totally messed up. So I had cut really long bangs, but when I went to see her, then this week she kind of cut them a little shorter for me. This particular unit she didn't do much to, other than sort of get my bangs in shape for me, but she really didn't do anything to the back. I will show you at another time a couple others that she did, put a few layers in and trim around the face a little bit. This one pretty much came with some nice trim around the face so that you get it's not just blunt cut all the way around. It also, you can very easily wear this sort of turned under, or you can sort of flip it up. And, I think either looks sort of nice, just depends on how you brush it. The other thing that I like about this sort of wig is, however, that you can very easily, because it has a little bit of a natural look to it, you can pull it back. You can do, like a very low ponytail. This unit has, and I don't know that I can really show you. It actually, though the back of it is the standard type of nape area on a wig, it actually has little small hairs at the very end of the nape so that they look like your natural hair, so that if you were to sort of pull this up in sort of a low ponytail, or twist it up in some sort, twist it up in, a twist and put a little barrette or clip or something in it, you actually end up with some little hairs there at the back that are sort of wispy and allow it to look a little natural. Now, there are units that are made such that you can actually wear a high ponytail and the back of them look very natural. I've seen those on other YouTube videos, but this wig by far by far is, to me, more comfortable than the normal typical ones that are elastic, have elastic all the way around, because you don't have that constricting sort of feeling. You do have elastic on these from like the back of the ears down to the nape. You do have little straps to help, tighten that up if you want to. But all of this in the front is without elastic. It has that little lace or netting or whatever you want to call it all the way around. And for example, today I have the front of this really secured with two little bobby pins. And as you can see, it's, pretty stable. It is possible, however, to do this with some adhesive on this lace underneath it so that it wouldn't move at all, and you could wear it, being as active as you want it to be, any place you want it to go, and could conceivably even leave it on for a couple days or, whatever, without having to take it off. And it is, the comfort of it is just, in my mind, so much greater than what we normally associate with traditional looking wigs that, I don't think I'll ever buy another, normal old style wig. So I wanted to tell you about this real quick. I'm running out of time. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.